What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video in the world of Dislyte. Now, it's happened yet again. So we have another one of these event stories. Now, for those who don't know, in fact, before we even talk about that, let me turn off screen. Oh, great, it wasn't his update. Okay, anyway. So, these event stories. There is now a new one that has been released, and of course I'm going to go ahead and review the whole situation. Now, I'm only going to have this as the intro because my mum is currently home, and well, yeah, so I have gone and recorded the bit. Now, another thing I found out is this new event not only has a name that YouTube may hate, but it is also 3 chapters long. It's one more longer than the Lone Star. Now, for those who don't know the Lone Star event, this featured the character known as Ollie, who was the character learning the truth about how his parents got killed and, stuff like that. This one is apparently known with a character known as Zora. Now, I don't know much about the story because, let's face it, I only just started playing the story today, and there is a second chapter, but I won't be doing that immediately. I probably will do it like maybe on Friday. I'll do it on Friday just so I take a bit of a breather so that we have something better. But I'm only recording this bit today, so on Friday I'll do that because it gives me a bit of breathing space for the time being. So yeah, now this event is a whole lot different than I imagined it. So there is a character that you can buy with all the in-game currency, which I will try to get because, well, I'm actually got one of the characters from the Lone Star. Now, another thing I discovered is you can review this. As I was saying, you can review the whole entire story situation. Like, you can review in Atlas. You can review the story situations for the main story. You can also review the side story, which is, for those who don't know, is interactions with characters and other characters. For example, last episode I did feature Hall and Jean, something like that. But sadly, this will be a whole different story, and well, yeah. And there's also the event missions, which we could show off, but I'm already doing that. So if anything fails, I at least have some safeguards, thankfully. So in case the story fails, then yeah. So thankfully that's a thing. Now, this character, from what I've seen, she is an interesting character. She has 2 different attacks. You can attack multiple times on one target, or you can attack every single enemy in one go, as well as her main attack, which does the exact same thing. But I'm going to say this right now, the second chapter took me 4 attempts. 4 attempts, because I tried doing my usual strategy. That didn't work. Second, I pulled out all my strongest units. That also didn't work. I did pull out my strongest units. And then I picked on the enemy that was literally causing the most problems on me. Didn't work until a certain extent, but thankfully the 4th attempt managed to kick the butt. So, yeah. Now, I don't know what to say. So, yeah. Now, the character Zora is a pretty interesting one. She is, I believe, is also the character that will be in the summoning events from this video, going from this chapter going onwards, because for those who don't know, on my personal file, which is on my phone, I'd show you, but I've got my phone used to record this bit. I have Ollie on my personal file because I thought, oh, these characters were going forever. No, apparently not. I mean, maybe if they do either crossover characters, for an example would be they bring characters from Fire Emblem into the mix, but that's probably not going to happen. I mean, if it does happen, then I'll probably be really disappointed because my luck and, stupidly enough, the 1% bullcrap in my opinion, because it's a 1% for Legendary. I know the game launched 2 months ago, or who knows how long ago, so I won't be hating it too much. The only bit I will hate is the summoning chance, so yeah. But regardless, if we do get these characters, that's a good sign. Means I can hold off until something happens. But if not, well, there's nothing I can really do because I can't change the odds. And no, even though I create videos of this game, doesn't mean the developers know of my content. So, yeah. So regardless, there's also one last bit I want to go on about. And for those who don't know, I ran a guild, which was the group known as the New Guilder. I finally disbanded it because of one solid reason. One, no one was joining. Two, very stupid name. And three, well, three, there's only like two. It was no one was joining, and only one person joined in. And the second thing was freaking, the second one, of course, being the stupidest name ever. Because there's a character limit of 11 characters. So I can't just go, the New Rulers Guild, or all these fancy names I could think of. No, apparently I was stuck with that because stupid character limits. If the devs decide, okay, these character limits are just a bit ridiculous, let's remove them. Though I think the one reason is, probably to avoid rude words like, suck my gentleman's sausage. I'm only going to say that because I watched Jeremy Clarkson talk about this stuff. Not that at all, but these words I learned from videos and other situations. It's the only way I can think of that doesn't mean to involve the private areas of the man. Now, I'm not going to talk about that, but yeah. So, disbanding the guild means you can no longer join in, and well, yeah. So, if you guys did enjoy, or do enjoy this video, hit the like button down below, subscribe if you have subscribed, bell icon, and leave a comment down below. And tell me, if you managed to get Zora, or however you pronounce her name, what would be the best build? I mean, people would probably do that, and I'd say, so like, well, that, or just tell me what your favorite character is. For me, it's definitely a mix between Thor, because he's got the giant Mjolnir, Catherine, because her character model, and the third character, I think is Tricky, who is Loki. So, yeah, I'm more of a person who's into Norse mythology than all sorts of things, so yeah. Oh, and speaking of other things, I finally got another character. Like, at the end of the video, you'll see the summoning event, and I finally got a character combo that could work, which is supposed to be the characters that are the Shadow Guard, or Hell Guard, or something like that. They're the characters of the Shadow Guard. One wields a scythe, the other wields a staff. Those two characters together make a decent pair because they do 4 attacks instead of 2. I mean, I'll show out the combo in a future video, just not this video, because, well, yeah. And the last thing is, yes, I got Delilah, if you're going to say that in the comment section, because I got lucky. Because for those who don't know who Delilah is, you'll see it in the video. But she's the character that's the hardest to get in Dislyte, because the only ways you can obtain her, and along with another character, which I think her name is Yeshuva? Shuva? Shavu? However you say it, the first 2 letters are Yi. Or something like that. But to get those 2 characters, you have to get lucky with the Ripple events, like the Ripple dimensions. And even though they released the Ripple dimensions out into the general, comment area, like where everyone is, like the chat and all, 90% of the time you're not going to get her because everyone is like, rare, boom, epic, boom. I doubt legendary, so I don't think there's legendary ones. If there were legendary ones, then I'm pretty sure everyone's just going to be yelling in the freaking chat, like going, why? Why'd you do this, you son of a gun? Stuff like that and all. I've been talking for too long. Let's jump into the video and see how this event goes. Now, I already know what you're saying. You're saying, you mentioned Delilah in the intro. Do you really have her? Well, the answer is yes, and since I have proof that I've got Delilah, here's the proof. A video segment of me doing the summoning. And normally this would be at the end of the video, But I'm being crazy enough to put it here, so let's do that.
You're listening to Dislyte X Hertz Radio. Dislyte.
Your choice. Exactly like I expected. Do not worry. I am well aware of our enemy's movements.
Alright, now that's out of the way, how about we jump straight away to the video? Also, another thing I should mention, the reason why I turn off the music during that segment of the video, it's because YouTube hates the song that played. If you want proof of that, head to the second episode of my main series. Alright, now that we've got that out of the way, let's jump straight into the video.
waters blanket the earth.
piece of cake.
What can you do?
Now, in reality, I could have just cut ahead till we beat the fourth attempt and said, "Oh, that's the first attempt." We don't hear the "you lose" sound effect that often, especially in the main series. So I was like, you know what? Let's just leave it in and see what happens. So that's what I did. I have officially left it in. And, well, we don't get to hear it often, so that's why I left it in. Okay, let's get back to the video. And while that's happening, let's see what happens. Actually, before we move on, I just want to quickly say this. The reason why I turned down the sound, it's because it's so loud in my ears. Because I'm recording it on an iPad's built-in recording software. And you can't alter the audio. I altered it on my main thing, but it still comes out bursting in your ears. I just wanted to say that, so... Yeah, that's why every single video I do for anything related to an iPad, that's why.
dragon. Before the dragon.
stars blanket the earth. Mission complete.